Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be watching what accents do the England players have. There are so many different English football players from all around England and all around the UK, each with their own unique accent, and I've always wondered, what are these specific accents? We know the names, we know what they look like. I'm not even a big football fan, but I know who Harry Kane is, and this is going to be a great video to break down what dialect they're speaking, what accent, where's it coming from, things like that. So with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get right into it.
I said, what a night, not just me, but just everyone involved. They should be really proud of themselves.
We know how much football means to this country. We know how much passion the fans bring when they come to games, the energy they bring.
I think this is such a historic game, innit? And to get the win today was obviously a brilliant feeling.
Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish, they are all household names. What a team this England team is. We've all seen them play, but have we heard them speak? What accents do they have? Well, English accents, obviously, Tom. Yeah, but what English accents? There are so many. In fact, I did a video teaching you 20 British English accents. You can watch that somewhere up here. Anyway, today I'm going to show you all the different accents that the players have and teach you pronunciation features so that you can identify them. Hey, it's your London friend, Teacher Tom, and I'm here to teach you fresh, modern British English so that you can communicate with confidence and clarity. Let's start with the captain, Harry Kane.
The World Cup was great, but we fell short. We had the Nations League, we had a good run there, and then obviously we're in another semi-final. So, but now it's about getting over the line, getting over the next step, and that's what we've got to do on Wednesday.
Harry Kane is from London, plays for Tottenham Hotspur, and I would describe it broadly speaking as a Cockney accent. Now, accents come in all varieties. He definitely has Cockney features in his accent. The one that I want to focus on is that glottal T. That's where we restrict the airflow as we are saying the T sound. So he says getting, that getting, not getting, getting.
Now it's about getting over the line.
I swear, like, these videos are just so fascinating to me, just breaking them down and stuff. Let me know what you guys think of this, but so interesting.
So getting over the line. He also says getting over the next step. And also he says gotta. He also said short. So at the end of a word, he's glottalized that T as well. Now this is a feature that's very common in British English accents. It's not just in Cockney. And as we go through the interviews of the other players, you'll hear it there too.
Now it's about getting over the line, getting over the next step, and that's what we've got to do on Wednesday.
Now Harry Kane grew up in Chingford, which is northeast London. If we move across the city just a few miles, we get to Wembley, which is where Raheem Sterling is from. Let's hear how he speaks.
Yeah, my first thought was the ball to H. I was celebrated and half thought, he could be offside there. So then when I celebrated, I was a bit excited, and I'm like, VAR, please don't ruin my day. I've had this before, but you know, when it counted, you know, it's a great feeling.
Completely
Raheem
different.
Sterling speaks with what we call multicultural London English. This is the accent of young multi-ethnic citizens within the city. Now it has lots of influences. It has some Cockney influences. It also has influences from the immigrant communities in the city, so particularly the Caribbean community. Now, a couple of features that are interesting here. He uses the F sound on the TH.
Yeah.
So
I feel like this MLE, Multicultural London English, is the most popular accent that is seen in pop culture by Americans. This is the way lots of Americans perceive all of British people to speak, which could not be further from the truth. But you see this a lot, whether it be with artists, pop culture, like just everything, just YouTubers. Like, this is what a lot of people speak with, like this accent. So this is the perception that lots of Americans get about British people with regards to how they speak.
So we call this TH fronting. So instead of thought, as you might hear, he says for, right? With that f. Now he says that a couple of times. That feature is in other different accents, but it can be used here in Multicultural London English. Also in Multicultural London English, the articulation of vowel sounds is a bit different from other accents. To me, it's a kind of a tighter sound. So when he says day, it sounds like day.
VAR, please don't ruin my day.
Also with side, it's side.
Could be offside there.
But you will also notice that he drops the T's. So he says excited, celebrated, counted, right? So he's also dropping the T's just like Harry Kane. Now what's interesting is these guys grew up just a few miles apart. They have different accents, but also they have some similarities as well. So when we look at accents, you have to think of it more fluidly. It's not just Cockney and MLE, there are lots of different influences. And in fact, what influences someone's accent are so many things. We have geography, we have socio-economic backgrounds, we have age, we have race and ethnicity, we have pop culture. What are you listening to? What songs are you listening to? What TV are you watching? All those influences come into your accent. Your family, your friends, they all influence how you speak. So to say one is one thing and one is another, it's not particularly accurate. Actually, in reality, our accents are a kind of mishmash of lots of different things.
Yeah, my first thought was the ball to H. I was celebrated in half thought, he could be offside there. So then when I celebrated, I was a bit excited, and I'm like, VAR, please don't ruin my day. I've had this before, but you know, when it counted, you know, it's a great feeling.
Now let's move on to Jadon Sancho, because his accent is really interesting.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I got the opportunity tonight and you know, show the fans what I can do.
Okay, did you hear?
Nah, that is way... Bro, how are these guys all from the same place, basically?
The way he said that. He used a D sound. Dat.
I feel like it's also their voices. Like, someone could have a deeper voice with the same accent. It would sound way different.
Right? Dat. This is definitely a feature of MLE, Multicultural London English. The sound, the, can be replaced with a D. So it's dat and dis and those. Now,
We do that too.
That's his accent when he's speaking Multicultural London English. Jadon Sancho has been playing in Germany for Borussia Dortmund. And when he's there, his accent changes. Have a listen.
You've been in the professional teams from young, huh?
Yeah.
It shows your mentality and your professionalism. It's
That's how
good.
it is.
68 pace? No, he's much faster than this. 58 dribbling? Nah, much higher than this. You see Leipzig?
Okay, can you hear the difference?
What is that?
He's kind of adopting a more Germanic intonation.
Yeah.
Mentality. He says, from young, huh? Like, that's a kind of way that he wouldn't naturally communicate if he was speaking MLE in London. But because he's in Germany, he's changed and adapted his intonation, his stress, even the vocabulary that he uses. Now, why would he do that? Well, now we use accents in many different ways, but one is to help us to fit in our context. And that's exactly what he's done here. He's with other players who aren't native English speakers, so he wants to change his accent so that he could be understood. And I think that's the key thing when we're talking about communicating in English. It's to communicate clearly. That's all we need to do. It doesn't matter what accent we have, as long as you can communicate your ideas. Well, that's job done, right? And I think that's exactly what he's doing here. He's changed his accent so that he can be understood by the other players and by the people around him. Okay, so we've spoken about the players from London, Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling and Jadon Sancho. If we move slightly outside of London, we have other players like Declan Rice and Luke Shaw, who come from Kingston upon Thames. You've also got Mason Mount, who's from the South Coast. And they all speak with something we might describe as Estuary English, which is a combination of Cockney and received pronunciation. Now, again, as I said before, your accent is your own accent. There's no one typical accent. And so they all have different features from different accents.
Quarter-final, 4-0. Going back to Wembley in a semi-final in a major tournament is, you know, a very positive step and one we're all really looking forward to. And, you know, like I said, I'm really proud of the team tonight.
That is one of the most clear accents. I don't know, what is that, estuary? I can't say that word, but that is a very clear accent. Like, wow.
Okay, so with Luke Shaw, he is dropping his T's, quarter and positive, but his vowel sounds are maybe not as broad as in some accents. They're actually more akin to what we would think of received pronunciation. So he's kind of using a little feature of Cockney, but also received pronunciation. Let's listen to Declan Rice speaking.
My brother's crying his eyes out. He's just had a little girl, so yeah, it's an unbelievable night. Honestly, I'm so happy.
Okay, so here Declan Rice, he's from the same place as Luke Shaw, but he's using the V on brother. So it's not brother, it's brother. So that's, again, TH fronting. He also uses the vocalized L on girl. So it's girl, girl, and that is a feature of Cockney.
What combinations we can do that can help us, and yeah, hopefully next game we can do better at that.
Okay, so he's dropping the T in better, so it's better, but then he's using H in help. If you're using the H in help, that's a feature of received pronunciation. So as we can see, there's a blend of pronunciation features. So those are the southern English accents. Let's move a bit further north to Birmingham and Jack Grealish.
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable. A great game to be involved in, and a great day, you know, for England.
Okay, I think Jack Grealish probably has the strongest accent of all the England players. He speaks with a Brummie accent. He is from Birmingham. Jude Bellingham is also from Birmingham as well, speaks with a similar kind of accent. Now, one feature that I want to look at here is the diphthong sounds, particularly the A sound. The diphthong is when we have two vowels together to make one sound. So the way Jack Grealish says great, it's not grey, it's grey, grey. So it's a kind of A sound. Now, my pronunciation is terrible. Don't listen to me do it, listen to Jack Grealish do it. But that diphthong changes from grey, A, to I, totally different sound. He also does it on day. So instead of day, it's die, die. Have a listen to him do it. It's better than when I do it.
A great game to be involved in, and a great day.
Okay, as we move north, we go into Yorkshire, and we've got a couple of players from Yorkshire. Harry Maguire and Carl Walker are from Sheffield. We've got Calvin Phillips from Leeds, and we've also got John Stones from Barnsley. Now, we could say there is a Yorkshire accent, but of course, within Yorkshire, there are lots of different accents. Sheffield and Leeds have different accents, but there are some similarities between them. Let's listen to Harry Maguire.
It's a great achievement, but like, I don't want to be a party pooper, but we don't stop here. We've got another big game coming up.
Okay, a really simple feature that you'll notice in the north of England, and particularly in Yorkshire, is that sound. So he says another. He also says up. Now, in the north of England, that's that sound. In the south of England, received pronunciation, Cockney, multicultural London English, it's an sound. So it would be up and another. But Harry Maguire from Sheffield, up and another. And also coming as well. Okay, let's go to Leeds.
Bro, oh my God, this is bringing me back. Like, that is exactly, wow, that's crazy. It's crazy how much it switches, and I'm sure, like, even within these regions and places, like, in between them, there's probably switches as well.
And listen to Calvin Phillips.
To be honest, I didn't think I did anything special other than get the assist. Obviously, I played all right. I feel like I played all right. I didn't make many mistakes, and, you know.
You know what's crazy about this is I feel like the further north you go, it's like this gradient. You get closer to, like, the Scottish accent the further north of England, which makes sense, but it's crazy how that gradient is universal.
To be honest, I didn't think I did anything special other than get the assist. Obviously, I played all right. I feel like I played all right. I didn't make many mistakes, and, you know, I just think there's always room for improvement. So I know that, you know, I'm gonna have to play better on Friday.
Okay, so we've got that f sound on think, which is the same as Raheem Sterling. So there are these shared pronunciation features, but there are some that are unique to Leeds. So, for example, that sound. So he says no. And that's that elongated vowel sound. Oh, no. So it'd be like go and no and throw, rather than no, grow, throw. So it's an elongated vowel sound. All right, if we hop over the Pennines, we get to Manchester. And we have three players from the greater Manchester area. We have Marcus Rashford, we have Phil Foden from Stockport, and we have Kieran Trippier from Bury. Let's listen to Marcus Rashford first.
I think, you know, as a squad, we can't really ask for much more than that in terms of, you know, attitude and intensity. And
okay, again, we've got that TH fronting f on think. So once again, this pronunciation feature can be found in lots of different accents. But there are a couple of other things in that sentence that show us that he's from Manchester. So we've got that on much. Again, a feature of a northern English accent. So much, not much. And also the dropping of the T on attitude. Right, so we had that with Harry Kane, didn't we? That glottal T. Again, the glottal T is found across the country. The one I think is particular to Manchester, or one certainly distinctive feature, is the short I at the end of a word with a Y. So intensity In lots of accents, it's intensity, it's a long E sound. In his accent, it's a short I, so it's intensity. Intensity. He dropped the T there as well. So intensity. Now his accent is also quite nasal, and you'll find that in Manchester it can be quite a nasal accent. And finally, we're going to the northeast to listen to Jadon Henderson's accent. He's from Sunderland, which is a city in the north. The goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, is also from Sunderland. Let's listen to Jadon Henderson's accent and see what features we can find.
Well, we've played against them not so long ago. We've seen a lot of the games, and they're a tough side, so we need to be at our very best if we want to progress to the final.
Okay, so this is a Mackem accent. It's slightly different from the Newcastle Geordie accent. The feature that I like to look at particularly are two diphthongs, A and O, and they really are different. Listen to him say a go here.
Well, we've played against them not so long ago.
Okay, so it's an elongated singular monophthong sound. A go, a go. Again, my impression is terrible. So rather than a go with that diphthong O sound, it's a go, a go. He does it again here.
The lads that haven't been playing as much have been outstanding, you know.
Okay, so we've got no. Now the other diphthong is the A sound. Let's hear him say A.
Yeah, that's important, you know, in tournament football. You wait for a long period of time.
Okay, so instead of wait, it's wait. Wait, again, it's that monophthong singular vowel sound. Wait. He also says it here.
Training the days that you don't see.
Training, not training. It's training. Yeah. So again, singular vowel sound. So those are two interesting features of a Mackem accent that, are very different from the rest of the country. Guys, if you want to learn more about British English accents, you can click.
That was an excellent video. So I'm telling you, it's crazy how I feel like this video really proved it to me that the further north you go, or you could go the other way, I mean south, we're just comparing like Scotland all the way down to London. Like in between there, it's just this gradient, and you get closer and closer to the Scottish accent and vice versa. That's my analysis of this. But yeah, I think there's another video where he went over Premier League players, so there might be a bit more variety there. So let me know if you guys want me to react to that. But I thought this was a great video. Super interesting stuff. Just seeing and thinking about like what makes someone's accent. And I definitely do that too. Like when I'm around different people, change the way I speak in order to come across as direct and clear as possible, which we all do. But it's a subconscious thing. You don't really think about it until someone brings it up, which he did here. Anyways, guys, if you have other videos you'd like me to check out, drop them in the comments down below. Make sure you guys smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.